What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Brought to you by Yambo, episode 06. I got a very special guest. We're gonna properly introduce my brother we got here today. I've known him since SANDBOX. Shit me, I know him since SANDBOX. You know what I'm saying? He was always there for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to properly introduce my brother. We got Joseph in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on, y'all? What's going
Yes,
on?
sir.
I'm
Yes,
glad
sir.
to be here. Glad to be here. It's, finally time, man. Me and Yambo about to turn it up for
Yeah,
y'all.
yes, sir. Yo, bro, first of all, this is very last minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, it just happened. First of all, Joseph doesn't live in the city anymore. He lives in Virginia. And it just so happens he was in town. For what reason?
I just came back. Oh, like Avery's pops, I had to go to the birthday thing.
Okay.
Plus picking up my mom's, bringing her back.
Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
And I was actually supposed to have other guests, but they couldn't make it. And you pulled up last minute, you know what I'm saying? As you should.
10:30 talking about, we recording at 12.
Yeah, 10:30 we recording at 12.
Yo, what's going on?
And but I'm glad you pulled up. Like I said before off camera, like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
Maybe it was supposed to be this way. Maybe they were supposed to flake and me and you were supposed to be here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciative. I'm happy that you came. And I know there's gonna be some stories told today. You know what I'm saying? I know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joseph knows me, like I said, since the SANDBOX, so I don't even know what the fuck is gonna go on this episode. But to start off, like, I guess like we could talk about how we met.
Yeah. Shit.
So let me hear your side of the story.
Yo, low key, I'm trying to think about how far back. Like, I just know we used to be in the park.
On the block.
On the block. We playing tag and shit. And I'm like, we do that every day for a whole summer. I'm like, yo, fuck this my boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of us out there, but Carlos, man, that's my man.
Yeah. I remember
Carlito.
Yeah.
Carlito. That's
Carlito's
what it was.
great. You know what I realized? That people, the only people who call me Carlito are like my family.
Yeah.
And people who knew me as a kid back on the block. Like, if you call me Carlito, nobody call me Carlito besides those people. If you call me Carlito, it's like I'm able to distinguish where you know me from.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like, call me Carlito, like I said, you either my family or you know me since I was a kid on the block. Or if you call me Carlos, it's like, okay, a little bit more professional setting, like maybe a coworker or something. Some people call me Los, which is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, it's mad weird, you know what I'm saying? It's probably weird hearing it. But some people call me, most people call me Yambo, which is my last name. And that's how I introduce myself as, because like I think Yambo is a very unique name. And back when I was younger, I remember there was this one time I was speaking to my father, and it was like in middle school. Somebody called me. Oh, it was in gym class. Okay. So in gym class, we would sit down in lines.
Okay.
Boom, 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 before gym started. Like, I guess for like attendance.
Yeah.
And they called the gym teacher from the office, and instead of saying Yambo, he called me Jumbo. Jumbo,
that's
like
crazy.
like jumbo size. And at the time, I was chubby too, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like embarrassing. And I told my pops, I was like, I don't like my last name. People can't pronounce it right. You know what I'm saying? And my pops told me, he was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? You don't like your last name?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like my last name. Like, I wish I had some generic, you know what I'm saying? Like, some regular Spanish shit. You know, everybody got some generic shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, one day you're going to appreciate your last name.
That's a fact.
And that's the only thing I go by now. Like, don't call me Carlos. Like, if you're not my man, don't call me Carlos. If you're not, like, on a first name basis, don't do that.
That's a fact.
Call me Yambo. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. My father passed away, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's almost like I have a chip on my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to, like,
you holding it with some pride to
exactly.
it.
With a lot of pride, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud to be called Yambo now, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's who I am.
Yeah, that's your legacy. That's
yeah,
everything
exactly.
right there.
You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. I remember back in the day, matter of fact, back in the day, they didn't even call him Joseph. They call him JoJo.
JoJo.
That's how far back we go. That's how far
crazy.
back we go,
Nah,
bro.
that's a fact, JoJo.
Yo,
man.
JoJo.
Bro, that's just like how you say, like, only, like, people from the block and, like, family members will know you by, like, you hear a certain name and you're like, all right, I know where they know me from. That's straight up, like, people on the block used to call me JoJo. my family is the only people that call me JoJo. Nobody else
feel
call me
like,
that. It's
yeah,
just like
you
that.
know what I'm saying?
Just like that.
I call him Joe now.
Yeah.
His name is Joseph, shit. But let's get into some questions, my boy. You feel me? I got me and Joe. We cooked this shit up while we was on our way here.
Yeah.
Ready? All right. So my son Joe's in a relationship.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Happily.
Ladies, he's in a happy relationship. Don't
You watching this, I'm happily in a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. But what we about to speak on is, what's the worst date that you've been on? Like, what's the worst experience you had on a date?
Yo, man, look, I think this got to be like 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? 9th grade, worst date. I knew this was the worst date because it was just crazy. Like, crazy in like an embarrassing way. So like, so started off the date back then. You know, like you in 9th grade, you do a little cheap date. Like, you know, everyone do a little movie, go get some food or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But what happened is, I guess on my way to meet up with the girl, I stepped in some shit. Yeah. I stepped in some shit. So I'm like, I bet meet up with her, but I didn't really notice until we in the movie theater, right? I'm like, yo, this shit is stinking here. Like, yo, the movie theater stink. We like, yeah, like, shit kind of bad, so we move seats. Like, I'm thinking it's just that area.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't that area. It was my foot. I didn't realize it. I'm like, we get to the next scene. I'm like, yo, it's still stinking here. It's like, it got to be the auditorium something. After the movie, like, we, you know, get the food and stuff, still smelling it, look under my shoe. And it was there. And I'm like, damn, I stepped in shit. Like, damn. And I'm like, that's the first thing. That's the first link and everything. So I'm like, damn, bro, she probably think I'm some like little stinky nigga now.
Yeah.
Like
Does she know that you stepped in shit?
Nah, I had to say it. I was like, yo, I stepped in shit. Like, that's what we smelling. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she don't think it's me.
Nah, yeah.
Because it's one thing to step in shit, and then, you know, like, you were just a person that smell like shit. So I'm like, I gotta make sure she don't think it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's a shoot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was crazy. Like, that was. I never had any like crazy bad dates, but that was bad on my end because it was like a little embarrassing. It's like, damn, you walk around with shit on about him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Shake my head.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, what's one thing I'm big on? Like, you gotta smell good.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
I step out the crib, I make sure I get a little smell check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I make sure I smell good because that leaves an impression. You know, like your cologne, deodorant. You don't want to link a shorty and you know you smell bad.
Yeah, I feel like that's one thing like that sticks to you. Like, if someone meets you and you smell bad, they gonna hold that more than anything else.
OD.
Like, people hold that like smell. I don't know what it is, but like if you meet someone and they stink, you're gonna always know them as like,
yeah, stinky motherfucker here. Yeah, stinky motherfucker here. 100%. I remember there was one of my friends. She would always tell me, "Oh, you smell so good," blah blah blah. And I smelled so good. She bought the cologne that I was wearing.
Oh, fire!
That's how good I smelled. Like, she bought the one that I was wearing. And it's like that's how you know like smell is very like is a distinguishable thing.
Yeah.
But it's super important. Like every time I'm with a shorty, like she smells good, I'm like, oh shit! Like,
smell low key set the tone. Like,
it does.
Something
like,
smells good. You're like
more attractive almost.
Yeah.
Like when you smell good, like you're definitely way more attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like. When I see you, and like I said, like when I smell a shorty, I ask her what she wearing. Like, you smell good. Like it's almost hypnotizing, especially like as a man. Like when I smell, like I said, when I smell a shorty, I'm like, oh, she got me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. That's like a hook.
Yeah.
It's like bait. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hooked in.
That's a fact.
But going back to the question, the worst date that I've been on, I actually haven't been on a bad date.
Yeah.
But there's been a situation where it's like almost embarrassing on my end.
Yeah.
So I remember one time, and you know the girl, but I'm not gonna say the girl.
Yeah.
One time I went on a date, and this girl, she's like independent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So she was independent. She was like, don't want nobody pick up check for her, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So we went on a date. I took her to Spice. You know Spice, the Thai place. You know what I'm saying?
It was love the Spice. That used to be the spot.
Yeah. It was a good place to go. It was like nice ambiance, good food.
Yeah.
Good price. And we went there. The bill comes, whatever. And she's like, "I'm gonna pick up the bill." I'm like, "Nah, I got you. I'm gonna pick up the bill. Like, don't worry about it."
Right.
And at the end, we arguing over it. I'm like, "All right, bet." So we gonna flip a coin.
Yeah.
And then we flipped the coin, and it ended up splitting the bill. And it was like almost I think like we arguing so much, and it was like almost embarrassing. I'm just like, all right, we flipped the coin, and we ended up splitting it, and it just felt wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted like, and I think that shit fucked everything up too.
Oh, okay.
You know, almost like we fucking flipped the coin to split the bill.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, so I think if that fucked everything up, then I like fucked up the tone for the whole whatever was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the worst thing I've ever done on a date. Like that was like the worst
flip
date.
The coin type shit that you
know what I'm saying?
You felt like you should have just
yeah,
take it.
But she was giving me a hard time, and I was giving her a hard time.
Yeah.
You know, so it is what it is. But I think that's the worst thing that ever happened to me on a date. I'm not gonna lie, because I always pick up the bill as a man. Like if I'm taking a shorty out, I feel like it's only right that you pick up the bill. Like. Yeah,
you know, you're taking someone out.
Exactly.
You showing them, especially if you're showing them the spot. Like you suggest the spot. Like, I got this bill. You know what I'm saying?
So even when I'm with like my friends, shorties, I'm like, yo, what you want to drink? Blah blah blah. I get them drinks. Like I don't know, like you a man, bro. So you know, I feel like that's how I grew up. Like, you know, my pop showed me that. Like, you know, we were the shorty. Like,
you know
treat
them. You know what I'm saying?
Treat them like
a respect thing.
Exactly, and it's not about like showing off that you got bread or whatever. It's just more like, you know, taking care of your people at the end of the day.
People come out to chill and, you know, vibe with you. You want to make sure they good, you know,
exactly.
make sure they're enjoying themselves.
Exactly.
It's just hosting, that's all it is.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. But all right, let's move on to the next question. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
I want to just mark this one off. What's the craziest thing you did to get a girl to like you?
Damn, man. Craziest thing. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, damn, the craziest thing I did.
Craziest.
See, like, me, I think the younger me trying to get girls was, like, trying to be that funny guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, me and the boys, we used to go to McDonald's on 86th Street, just show our ass off. Like, I can't remember the craziest thing I did, but we definitely was in there, like, loud, trying to be funny and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff for attention. It's stupid, but like when you're young, you like, all right, you know what I'm saying, they gonna look at you, like the girls gonna look at you, you know, you gonna catch their eye. But I don't know, I haven't done nothing too crazy out of the normal to get someone, because like I feel like, I don't know, I guess I was lazy on that type of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, I don't know.
Damn, the craziest thing that I ever like that comes to mind.
Yeah.
I have no idea either. Because
like I don't know, like I definitely was an attention seeker when I was younger for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to be funny, like you think every girl likes like a funny man, so you want to be funny, you cracking crazy jokes with your friends, acting a fool type stuff. Like that stuff kind of worked when you was younger, but nowadays, like, nah, you can't do that no more. You can't be looking foolish. So.
I feel like being funny is definitely a plus. As a when you're like with a shorty, like they be like, oh, this guy's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm with a shorty and she's funny, I'm like, holy shit, like she's funny. But not when they try to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like when you try to be funny, like you're not that funny.
See, and I think that's why I was crazy back then, because I was trying hard to be funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's corny. So like,
it's almost
I was
corny.
doing corny stuff. In fact, I was doing crazy stuff and probably wasn't even getting a girl because of how, you know what I'm saying, how corny
crazy,
it was.
How corny. And that's fair. That's fair. You know, that shit happens. But I love when the shorty is like naturally funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would consider myself naturally funny. Because a lot of people tell me, oh, bro, you're mad funny. I honestly don't know why. I feel like most of the time, sometimes I feel like they laughing at me more than laughing with me. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just like the way I talk, my mannerisms, shit that I say, and I'll be dead ass. Like I'll be dead ass.
That's the fact. Like when you naturally funny, you just say stuff, and you could be serious. Like,
and they still gonna
laugh.
They
think it's funny. I'm like, yo, crazy. Bro, like. I'm not joking. Like
I'm dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dead ass.
Like I get it, y'all laughing, but I'm dead.
I'm dead ass. But going back to the question, the crazy thing I did to get a girl to like me, I don't know. You remember back in the day when they had when you had Facebook and shit like that?
Yeah.
I would do like my status type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would like intentionally post it, hoping that one of the shorties would like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
those
I think
to be honest's and stuff like that.
like my post for to be honest inbox. You know what I'm saying? So, and like honestly, that's how I linked up with one of my girlfriends at the ex-girlfriends. Like I bagged her off of like my status.
Oh, that's crazy how that.
Believe it or not,
work.
And you know her too. You know all my girlfriends, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. I don't want to say her name, but that's how I linked up with one of my shorties, like my status, and I told her I had a crush on her, and then she told me she had a crush on me, and we kicked it off from there, and we ended up having a 4-year relationship.
Wow, it's crazy how like nowadays like the way people are forming these relationships is just through like social media. Like that's crazy now. Like off of like my status, you got a 4-year relationship.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
that's crazy.
Wicked. That was wild. That was even back then too. That was like, when did me and her get together? I'm thinking we got together like 2013.
Yeah.
And then we ended up, it's like 2018, 20, I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, like even now, like I network through social media. Like social media is lit. Like it's like a resume almost. Like if I go on a shorty's IG, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at like, oh shit, you could tell like, oh, you know, what she likes based off of what she does. You can see she travels a lot. You know what I'm saying? You could tell a lot based off a person's IG. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
then when you finally get to know them, it's like you see a little bit more than the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes they don't be who they portray themselves to be, shit like that. But I'm gonna be honest. One thing that I'm flawless at doing is finding out which shorty's a thot.
off of the social media?
Oh, the strength over social media. I already know. I'm like, oh yeah, she gave me Trishy vibes.
Okay, so all right, so what makes you decide that? Like, we need some details.
What makes you decide that? You know, that's a great question. Yeah. Like, all right, let me go through my IG right now. I'm not gonna expose nobody. I'm not gonna expose nobody. But yo, this shorty right here, like, look, this shorty right here that I'm looking at right now. Look at her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't give me thought vibes, but she give me like, oh, I'm with whatever vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with whatever vibes. Like, she living her life. Okay. And wait till the right one pull up on her. Like, wait till I pull up on her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She gonna fuck around and be like,
Okay. You know so when you say thought, you mean like thought for her man or just thought in general? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there's difference.
Okay. So I don't like a thought. Nah. Basically, a shorty who is like, okay, so a thought to me is a shorty that I know I could like chill with, I could have a good time with, I could you know, clap, clap her cheeks, but I'm not gonna wife. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know, okay, so this is a shorty that I know I can't take serious. I could just tell her, based off your IG, I know I'm not gonna take you serious, but I know we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not gonna disregard you or nothing, but just based off your social media, I already know if we're gonna be compatible or not. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, that's a fact. And that's how important social media is and how you portray yourself, whatever. But what I dislike nowadays is people portraying themselves as one thing and then not being that at all.
And that's, you know what, that's the thing about social media. Like, social media gives people an opportunity to low key like be someone else type shit. Like, portray themselves as a person with a lot of character, and then you meet them and they whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because a picture got no voice, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you see a picture, you're like, oh, this person lit. And then you meet them in person, bro, they can't even have a conversation. Like, none of that. Like, they so used to, like, posting a selfie and wanting to be seen and show themselves off as doing something that's, like, that don't mean nothing. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
100%. Like, I feel like social media or like your social media platform or whatever profile you have should be a mirror of what you are. Like, it shouldn't be anything else. Is like you're like basically like, let me be, for example, like your page. Yeah. Like, it's totally you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't try to be nothing that you're not. Yeah. You're a very intelligent guy. You're smart. You're artistic. You know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You fly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're fun. Yeah. So that's what I like. I like people who are genuine. I like genuine people, and that's who I like try to surround myself with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what it is? I think people just afraid to be judged nowadays. You know what I'm saying? We live in a very judgmental world, especially with social media. Like Twitter is crazy, bro. Like Twitter, you can't even post like a fit pic without the world. Like, someone's gonna come after you. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess people are afraid of that, so they try so hard to be like paint that perfect picture on social media. Mm-hmm. and they forget about what life is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of whack.
Yeah, trying to be this character or something like that. That's the thing. Like I really don't care what their thoughts on me.
Yeah.
Like, of course I want to be. I'm gonna be who I am at the end of the day. If you don't like me, then you don't like me.
That's a
fact.
fact.
If you fuck with me, you fuck with me, and I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But me putting up a front, trying to be somebody I'm not, ain't no way. Like I'd rather die before I do some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I know I smell good. I know I got at least I enjoy what I wear.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about. You only compete with yourself.
Exactly. At the end of the day, 100%. But social media is definitely a resume, my boy. Like, that's what I'm saying. You got to keep up with your social media. In this day and age, keep up with your social media.
If you use social media right, it could be the most perfect tool to help you accomplish anything.
100%.
Because you need it. Like, it's the fastest way to the network. Just like how you got into a 4-year relationship, that could get you a 4-year relationship with a job.
Get you a
job.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I think social media helped me get where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was out last night, and people seeing people dapping me up. Yo, I fuck with your podcast. Oh, you the guy with the podcast. Yeah, because I was with I would hang out with Sabrina last night. Shout out Sabrina, you know what I'm saying? She's always a great host.
Yeah.
And so obviously the people who know me or Sabrina, they're gonna come up to us, whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, people coming up to me. I see your podcast. I tuned in, keep doing you, and I'm just like, holy shit, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People know me without me even being in the room, and then when I am in the room, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, you using your social media as a tool. Like, this is you. Like how you said my page is me. This is you. Like, this is all you. You outgoing. You can relate to people. Like, this podcast is up your alley. Like, you doing you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You being yourself on here, and that's why people fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
They watching you be yourself.
100%.
And I think this podcast gave people the opportunity to hear your voice and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm happy because, like you said, it's up my lane, and I always wanted to do this.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in a great situation, I'm able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move on to the next question.
Yes,
Ready?
sir.
Oh, this is a good one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Why do women get upset when men are having a good time?
Yeah, I don't get that one because, like, girls go out, they go out with their friends, have the time of their life, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you could go out, you go out, it seems like it's a problem. Like, it's always the texting, like, what's going on, like, what time you think you're going to be in, this and that, like, watching. I'm like, when you go out with your friends, I ain't clocking you, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you do your thing, enjoy your night, you know what I'm saying? I'm at home, I'm chilling, playing Xbox, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's like, I don't get that, like, I don't get it. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if, like, maybe we tweaking or something, but I don't know. I'm starting to see a little pattern in that.
You know what it is? There's this whole stigma behind men. Like, I seen it a lot, especially on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
I hate men.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna lie, men. Some men feel like, you know, they don't. I see why women hate men. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, some motherfuckers out here be bugging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that they're the one who get the spotlight on them, and they basically like the face of what like the whole men population because not everybody's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like not everybody's like a fucking asshole or, you know.
Yeah, out here cheating.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff
or
like
like
that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro. But men, they do be wilding, and I see why women hate men. But going back to the question, like. And we were watching the video on this earlier. When girls are having a good time, the men are having a good time.
Yeah.
But when men are having a good time, that means that the girls are having a good time.
Yeah, they're not having a good time.
And
like, why are you not having a good time?
I honestly don't know. You know, that's actually a great question when I have a shorty on here. We need a shorty on here to ask that question because it's like, I don't like when girls. You know what it is? When girls are having a good time with you, with us as men, you're like, I'm doing my part. Like, that's just as a man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
As a man, you want to make sure everybody's good. That's going back to like what I'm saying earlier about the whole like
hosting.
paying the bill. You're hosting. So, but I honestly do not know.
I don't get it. Like, you know, and then men, it's like we could do anything. We gonna have fun. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
we could bullshit.
That's just how it is. With like, you get a group of dudes together and we chilling outside, and
Talk
it
mad
don't
shit.
even matter what we do. You can just link up. we're gonna have a good time. Like somehow, like I don't know.
Nah,
we don't have to plan nothing.
That's the best thing. I like hanging out with my boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We link up and then we just be bullshitting and be the best time. And you know what it is? You can't recreate vibes. I realize that. Like I realize like you know, me and Joe, we throw barbecues in the summer. We throw bonfires. This bonfire this year is gonna be crazy. Yeah,
it's gonna be big this year. It gets better every year.
It gets better every year. Every year it gets better. I realize each bonfire is its own vibe. Yeah, like you can't recreate vibes. Yeah, we can't invite the same people, but the energy be different.
And it's different. Like you know what I'm saying. Not a lot of people doing a bonfire in New York City. You know what I'm saying? We got the perfect spot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
We're going to gatekeep it. Fuck
that.
Yeah,
OD, man. Nobody know about that until you get that invite. Yeah. But it's the perfect spot. Like, you know, like, and it's a vibe. It's different. Like, and I feel like, especially with COVID, because we started that during COVID, right?
You know what? I can't recall, but summer, it was definitely.
And I think, I don't know, I feel like it's a different type of, like it's relaxing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different type of just hanging with people. Like it's like last year was like a big group. It was like 20 people.
It was huge.
And like you know usually when you get a lot of people, it's like it's a different vibe. But it stayed calm. Like it stayed calm. People relaxed. We had the freaking s'mores and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's always a good time.
It's always a good time hanging out with my boys. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? Like that's probably like one of my favorite memories of the summer. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And that was like. This summer, I say this all the time. This past summer was like the best summer of my life, truthfully. All right, let's move on to the next question. What's the meanest thing a woman said to you?
Man, I'm trying to think.
You want me to go? I know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, I was shopping up with some shorty, and I'm in my head. I'm thinking like, oh, like I don't know, just through Instagram.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like. Oh, like, me and her, we chop it up, we have a good time, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, like, we flirting or whatever. And then she posts a photo, and her ass is fat.
Yeah.
Like, her ass is fat.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love me a fat ass. So, she posted some shit, I think it was, like, in a sundress or some shit. You know, sundress making shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I hit her up, I was like, oh, you thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Like... And I feel like she took that, like, she felt some type of way towards that.
Yeah.
And then she hit me back with, oh, you uglier than a piece of shit.
That's crazy.
I'm like, oh, nah. Like, you really gonna... She violated me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I ain't mean to disrespect you. But damn, she violated me, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That was back in the day. I was a little bit more chopped. I'm not where I am now. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, that's a fact. And you know what's crazy? The craziest part about that is that she sent a picture of you back to you. That's different.
I remember the photo too. Yeah, matter of fact, I took that photo down after that shit. I took that photo down after that shit.
That's different.
Yeah, bro.
That's different.
That's the meanest thing that shorty ever told me.
Yeah, I can see like, you know, I was chopped back then too, so I think
everybody was
getting like those. I was getting those mean comments probably like back then, like middle school, because I'm trying to think of the craziest thing a girl said to me. But I know one time a girl dad called me B.O.B. and that shit blew mine. Like, you know the rapper? Yeah, because I used to wear mad Adidas. And I remember, like, back then, like, I'm getting, like, the low-cut Caesar. So he had the baldy. Yeah. And she was like, yo, you look like fucking B.O.B. Like, because I thought I was fly. I had the Adidas on. I had the Adidas kicks and cut my ass. Like, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, that shit hurt. I remember after that, I stopped wearing Adidas for a minute. Yeah. So it was Nike.
Nah, I'm weak. I'm like,
nah, you're not about to call me B.O.B., man. If y'all, that shit was crazy. Like, it didn't hurt my feelings, but I was like, damn, like, because you want to be fly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Of course, always.
Middle school's when you first start, like,
you build your own
wardrobe. Yeah. You know,
you build your own identity almost, because you like, in elementary school, whatever, like, your mom gets you your fits, whatever.
Yeah.
You go to middle school, you start building your own identity. You listen to music that you end up liking.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And I fucked with B.O.B. low key, but I didn't want to look like that nigga. I'm like, damn. I'm like, fuck that, yo.
Nah, that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. Middle school helped me. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Everything I've been through in life made me who I am today. Yeah. And would I take it back? No. ups and downs, bro. Like, I wouldn't take nothing back. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, middle school definitely was like the start of like, that's when I made my friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, you start hanging out with, that's when you start hanging out with people and 100%. You start building those relationships.
100%.
And I think I didn't have many fallouts with people. Like, honestly, like, the same people I was friends with back then, my friends right now. It's kind of crazy, like, lucky about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would I say I had many fallouts? Nah. I had a couple.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, people that I thought would be my friends forever, and then, like, ultimately,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to cut them off, but, and it sucks. I think that's one of the things in life that sucks a lot, especially when you feel like you're a good person towards somebody, and you have to ultimately cut them off because they're not like who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not like who you are, and then they end up not being what you think they were.
Yeah.
That shit is whack. Like, I don't like falling out with people because I like who I surround myself with, and it's like, damn, like you did that to me or like you know what I'm saying, like I thought you was different.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's the worst feeling.
And even
ever.
Sometimes they don't even gotta do it directly to you. You just see how they do someone else, and it's like, damn, like I can't be around that type of energy.
Nah,
like,
that's a fact.
Like that. Yeah,
that's a fact. But I got you another question. Ready?
All right, bet.
As a man,
yeah.
What's your favorite non-sexual act of intimacy?
I like cooking with my shorty. Like, that's fun. That's relaxing. Like, we in the kitchen, probably throw some music on or something. She's helping me do this. Like, she chopping up onions. I'm seasoning the food and stuff like that. Like, it's relaxing. It's fun. You know, we putting something together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. Plus, I like cooking. And then that's one of my favorite things to do. And then she doing it with me. So it's like, yeah, I'm fucking with this right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's it, like, I've seen you cook before. I don't think I've ever had, wait. Have I ever had?
Nah, you see, you missed out on the wings, boy. You had the barbecue food, but...
Oh, yeah, nah, hold on. If we ever throw in a barbecue, Joe's on the grill. I'll bring the grill, whatever. Like, I don't go on the grill. I'm not
grill master.
You're the grill master. Yeah, I trust him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah. Burgers and shit. Yeah.
Yo, you remember that one time? It was July 4th. It was during COVID.
Yeah.
And we threw a barbecue, but it was, like, on the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
You remember when we had that, like... It was a patty that was...
Yeah, because the salt or some shit broke and that shit went all over the patty. Yeah, it went all over the patty.
And then we said, fuck it.
Yeah, I threw that shit on the grill.
And then we like, fuck, whoever gets that one, gets some.
Yeah.
And it was over seasoned.
Yeah,
so, you know, that shit was OD salt. And we like, whatever. So we threw that shit on the bun, whatever, threw the cheeseburger. And then out of nowhere, we hear one of my friends, and she's like, damn, this shit... She like, damn, this shit's salty. Like,
I'm scratching my head. I'm like, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, she ended up getting the one that had all the seasoning on it. Yeah. Oh,
because I forgot about that.
Yo, yeah, nah, we forgot.
Like, whatever. Everyone else liking the other ones.
Yeah, shit's just slapping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that shit had me in tears. Like, I'm like, oh, she got the one with all the seasoning.
Yeah, and I think me and you was the only ones that
No,
knew.
It was me, you, and my ex-shorty at the time. We knew.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I knew, like, not everyone knew there was a patty like that. So it was like,
nobody else knew.
Yeah.
So it was like a Russian roulette.
Yeah,
it was almost like a prank.
Facts.
It was almost like a prank. But going back to the question,
yeah.
My favorite act of, like an act that's non-sexual is, I like enjoying music with a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, back in the day when I did have a shorty, we would buy the CDs. Like I said, there was a day that 3 albums came out in one day. It was Yeezus, it was Mac Miller's joint, and it was J. Cole's joint. Okay. And I remember we went to Best Buy the first day it came out, and we copped all 3 CDs, and then we went back to my crib. And we would do like a listening party, like just between me and her, and we would listen to the albums, and we're just like, we're reacting to the album. Oh, this shit fire! Like, what's your thoughts on this? Like, and that's like, I think that's my favorite form. And after that, we did that with a lot of different like albums. After that, we were like, oh, this is something we enjoy. So like, I remember when Views dropped. And you know what I'm saying? When Views dropped, and we was in my room, I had the LED light. I still have the LED lights, but we had the LED lights on. It was a vibe. Views dropped. We not even talking, we just vibing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite form of like intimacy, when you're just able to like vibe.
Yeah, just
over music though is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially when y'all both feeling the same way over a song. Like,
yeah,
you know
that shit's lit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you're able to talk about it after. Yo, what was your favorite song?
Mm-hmm.
This that, or why was it your favorite song? Or the beat, like shit goes crazy.
Yeah.
And it's memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Like even now, Jesus came out how many years ago? You know what I'm saying?
I think like 10, right? Maybe.
First of all, I love Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus was amazing, but that's how you know. Like it's so memorable. Like I'm able to vividly remember exactly where I was at, how my living room looked.
Yup. Every time you listen to it on your phone, you have
exactly.
a moment to each song.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's my favorite form of intimacy.
Okay.
Let's do one more question,
All right.
and then we're gonna wrap this joint up.
Bet.
Ready? This is a funny one. Now let's do two more.
All right.
How often do you use your towel before washing it?
All right, so I'll probably use accidentally. I'll probably use my towel like 2 times, and then the thing is, I don't wash it. I wind up grabbing another one, and then I wind up having like freaking 2-3 towels in the bathroom type stuff. Like, and then I'll throw them all in the wash at the same time. That's my problem. And then also like sometimes like when my girl come over, I got a lot of towels that look the same, so like that messes me up too. So I'll hang my towel up somewhere, and her towel will be hung up somewhere. I forget which one is which. I'm like, fuck it. We watching both of these shits. I grab another towel type shit. So probably like on average maybe like 2 to 3 days type shit.
On average, yeah. I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Like I said, like I have a different variety of towels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have a white one. I have a baby blue one, and then I have a navy one, like a dark navy one. So I'm able to just like figure out, distinguish this and a third. What towels I got.
Yeah.
But how often? Yeah, like average 2 to 3 days. Not like 3 days, maybe like 4 days, maybe 4 days max. You know what I'm saying? But nothing more than that.
But also depends on how dirty I was feeling. Like, yeah, you wash off in the shower, but like you go into the gym or you had a crazy like day out, you did a hike or something, I might throw that towel in right after that. I don't know.
Nah, that ass.
Yeah.
Yo, the hike we went on, the last hike I went on was with you.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
Yo. And we went into that not even knowing what was going on. We climbing ladders, people talking about, yo, I need a break. It was crazy. All I remember is ACG.
Shit, I was gonna say that. That shit had me so weak. ACG solid.
Because everybody, me and Yambo was the only ones wearing ACGs. Everybody else was slipping and sliding. Every time someone would slip, ACG, baby.
ACG, gotta get the ACG. That was when I was working for Nike.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, time is flying, my boy. For real. I'm not gonna
when was that?
August?
Yeah,
was
I
it
think
August?
So, yeah.
Crazy, bro. So we knocked those questions out. Let's do one more. I wanna ask you this. Ready?
Yeah.
And this is a personal question between me and you. To wrap things off, and it's only right. What's our funniest moment together?
Yo, we got so many, man. You know what? I'm gonna go back to LA, man. When I think this is like, we went to the strip club, right? This is all random. We was like, all right, fuck it. No, I know why we went to the strip club. We was watching a Young Nudie music video. It was the shit with him and Megan Thee Stallion. And Yambo was like, yo, this shit make me want to go to a fucking strip club. I'm laughing. I'm like, yo, this nigga's crazy. Then we wound up going there. Shit was funny. So Yambo, this is one stripper, Peaches. And Yambo fell in love with her because she look at him. She like, yo, what's your name? This nigga said Yambo. He smiling, cheesy, and all that. And me and Chauncey was there. We laughing. Like, this was just hilarious because, like, we watching Yambo, like, feeling it. She did some crazy thing, put her legs over his, started clapping her cheeks in front of his face. We like, Yambo falling in love. But the funniest thing about that is, like, after that night, I think you got a private dance that night, too, with her? Or no?
Hell yeah, I got a private dance with her.
Oh, okay.
Shimmy?
You got a private dance with her? We already weak because, like, yo, Yambo's going crazy. Then, turns out, we did like, 4 more days? Yeah. Yambo went every other night looking for Peaches, yo. And I'm like, yo, this boy is crazy, fun, bro. But, like, yo, we got a lot of funny moments together because, like, I feel like we always peeping something and just laughing. Like,
100%.
Like, I don't know, like, it's crazy. I can't even think because every time I'm with you, like, some funny shit going on, like, something going on around us and we just weak. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. But going back to that story, I'm going to give you a little insight what happened. So when I took Shorty to the private dance, you know, after she did all that, you know, she hypnotized me. We got to private dance. We went in the back. her shit was fat. You know what I'm saying? And she's dancing. So imagine she's in front of me, right?
Yeah.
And she's in front of me right here. And she starts facing that way. She starts clapping her cheeks. Yo, and then when I the first thing that came out my mouth, I was like, damn, that's talent. That's what I said out loud. Bro, when I tell you she started dying, she started dying. And I ended up getting her Instagram, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time. And I did go a couple of days, like, in a row. Like, I went 3 days in a row. She wasn't there the second day, but there was another girl there. She was fire. And I took her to the back, too. And she's telling, and I'm talking to her, she's chopping up. She's like, what you do? I'm like, I'm like a photographer, this and the third. She's like, I'm like, what do you do? She's like, I'm a teacher. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you a teacher during the day and you doing this during the night? I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, there was definitely some characters. Because remember, the one stripper had the stitches. And one of them things definitely
she had the
fell
bullet
out.
holes.
Yeah. One of them things.
Yeah, she got in the...
that was crazy.
That was OD. She had the bullet holes.
Yeah.
She was in the strip club. That's how you know we was in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
We
was definitely in the wrong spot. Facts.
Yo, my boy. Yo, but I want to thank you for coming out, bro. Like, it was mad last minute. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason.
That's a
you know
fact.
what I'm saying? And I'm glad you came out. This is supposed to have been happen, but it happened when it happened.
Yeah. Anytime,
I want to appreciate
man.
you. Once again, this is my brother Joseph since SANDBOX. Like, since the Sand, like, I think you're probably like my oldest friend.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so too. Low
I
key.
think you might be my oldest friend, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And you're not even my friend at this point. You're like my brother. You already know.
family.
Like, you know my mom. I know your mom. There's always love. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I want to appreciate you for that, for real, because...
And we live in the same building. We didn't even mention that.
We live in the same block, same building. So whenever we outside, if I'm with you, I already know, all right, we going home together. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
but I want to give you your flowers, you know, on camera in front of everybody, because it's like, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. You helped me through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Through like some dark moments in my life, and you were always there. You looked out for me. So
anytime, brother. It's always love.
I want to appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, episode 6.
Yes, sir.
Episode 6 is a wrap.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was fire.